say.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Let's go racing, boys. Love it when they're drafting, love it when they slide, love it when the back's straight, the throttle's open wide. Love it when they're making lots and lots of noise. Can't wait to hear the double say.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Let's go racing, boys. NASCAR racing, boys. Let's go racing, boys. NASCAR racing, boys. Oh yeah!
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final race of the regular season for the Mobil 1 Cup Series. I'm your host, Seth Cole, and we're preparing for an exciting race here today where we're going to actually begin to find out then what the chase will look like as far as the Mobil 1 Cup Series. We just recently finished off our final regular season race in the Truck Series, Logan Wilson taking the win there, but we ended up having the 12 drivers that were going to be in that chase already announced, and today we will be doing the same here in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. Now, first what we're going to do is we're going to be taking a look first here at the standings as they are coming into this race to see who can make moves into the chase, who might fall out of the chase, see what kind of scenarios could be played out. So let's go and look at the chase board right now. Okay, so here's how it looks. Steve Marsh with about a 34-point lead over James Bald and Wyatt Johnston, who are tied for second. Chad Skinner, Sean Galligan. Those are the five that I suspect are clinched into the chase. However, anything can happen. The guys who are in the very critical spots, the very shaky spots, Matthew Rodriguez, Christian James, Doug Shears, Noel Stiller, and Kenny McCurry, I think they could easily fall out because, look, Kenny McCurry's only got a 2-point advantage over 11th place Lisa Shears. Then you got Arnold Columbia, Alex Ban, Noah Kars, and Angel D'Souza, who I all think could be able to make their way in to the chase, saying that if guys 6 through 10 end up running into problems and the guys 11 through 15 have a good day. So we're going to find out right after this race who is going to be in the chase. Now we're also going to be, remember, tying in drivers that are going to get in because of their wins. Anthony McCurry, I believe, maybe one of them. We'll get to that in just a few moments. But no more waiting, no more anticipating. We're going to find out right after this race who the 12 contenders will be for the Mobil 1 Cup Championship. Let's head now to the green flag. Alright, so as you saw, we have Wyatt Johnston and James Bald in a tie for second, and right now Wyatt Johnston is on the pole for this race. Oh, sorry about that. But nonetheless, it's Wyatt Johnston with Martin Zakala to his high side. Then it's going to be Timmy Pacioli and Sean Galligan, Philip Stiller, Andrew Gonzalez, Kenny McCurry, and Nick Eggleston, Christian James, and Matthew Rodriguez round out the top 10. Then it's Anthony McCurry, who I think will get into the chase because of his 2 wins. Then John Worry. Then we got Alex Ban, who's going to try and get into the chase. Adam Chambers. Arnold Columbia still in the 43. They will be swapping the rides back. Angel D'Souza himself will be swapping back rides when we get to the next race at Joplin. Then we got James Bald, Robert Ban, Noel Stiller, Evan Nugent. Then Doug Shears, Logan Wilson, Daniel Schwab, Cody Hoffman. There's points leader Steve Marsh way in the back there. Mark George, Brittany Poe, Patrick Scroggins back there. Angel D'Souza, Vincent Marsh, Lisa Shears, Chad Skinner, Cody Poe, Paola Gonzalez, Anthony Nodder, Matt Berg. Green flag is out. Noah Kars, Alex Filter, Joseph Bryant's there, Adam Rose, Alyssa Quackenbush, and Jake Cole. We are underway. Green flag is out. They come off turn 2 very nicely. Right now, Wyatt Johnston with a trunk full of the 48 car of Martin Zakala. Zakala, he's been to victory lane already in this series. He got a win here today. I think maybe he'd be a guy who could get into the chase with 2 wins. Anthony McCurry, I'm pretty certain, is going to be in the chase. He's the only driver outside of the top 10 in points that has 2 wins. And the caution was waving. Caution flag is out with Wyatt Johnston leading. Let's see who's involved. Oh, Angel D'Souza's caught up in it after her win at Daytona. Wow. Patrick Scroggins is there. Lisa Shears, 11th in the standings. She's caught up in it. And our points leader, Steve Marsh. Trouble strikes the Home Depot Chevrolet for the 2nd week in a row. There's Adam Rose. Looks like he's slow. He may have gotten a piece of it. Trying to look for damage on the Red Bull Toyota. Not seeing any. And, yeah, it looks like those are the cars involved there. Steve Marsh, Lisa Shears. Marsh comes in first. Shears comes in 11th. Then Patrick Scroggins is on pit road along with Angel D'Souza, who's 15th in the standings. I think her day is done. But Wyatt Johnston is our leader. Let's take a look at a replay, see what happened. Well, this kind of happened starting on the front stretch. And, D'Souza gets into Patrick Scroggins, turns him around, and they're just going to come right back up the racetrack. Scroggins clips Steve Marsh. Nowhere Marsh could have gone. Oh, wow. Pretty hard lick there for Angel D'Souza. Lisa Shears caught up in it as well. And that's why we're under the caution flag. Marsh looks like he got quite a bit of extensive damage. Don't know if that's enough to take the 20 car out. We'll see. Well, the lights still are on atop the pace car, but I'm getting the impression we're going to be getting the 1 to go signal when we cross the stripe this time. So let's give you the way they look right now after our first wreck involving points leader Steve Marsh. Wyatt Johnston is out in front. He could try and make history here today. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Martin Zakala is in second. Then in third is Timmy Pacioli. Fourth is Philip Stiller. And then breaking up the Chevy parade, that's Sean Galligan in fifth. Then it's Kenny McCurry in sixth. Andrew Gonzalez runs back in seventh. Christian Janes in eighth. Anthony McCurry's up to ninth. And Nick Eggleston runs in 10th. In 11th is Matthew Rodriguez. 12th is Alex Bann. 13th is Arnold Columbia. 14th position is John Worry. 15th is his teammate Robert Bann. 16th place is Adam Chambers. 17th is Evan Nugent. 18th, well, there's Angel D'Souza and Patrick Scroggins. They've gone down a lap. Both of them have. James Bald is in 18th. 19th is Logan Wilson. And Noel Stiller runs in 20th. 21st is Doug Shears. 22nd is Cody Hoffman. Then 23rd is Daniel Schwab. 24th is Brittany Poe. 25th is Mark George. 26th position is Barry Zuckerkorn. And 27th is Chad Skinner. He's going to have to get going if he's going to finish a good finish because he's fourth in the standings. He does not want to drop from fourth all the way out of the chase. Then we got Cody Poe in 28th, 29th, Paolo Gonzalez, Vincent Marsh in 30th, 31st is Anthony Nodder, Noah Cars, 14th in the standings. He'll try and race his way in, but he's 32nd at the moment. Joseph Bryant, 33rd, 34th is Alex Filter, 35th, Matt Berg, 36th is Jake Cole, 37th, Alyssa Quackenbush, 38th is Adam Rose. Then it's Steve Marsh and Lisa Shears, the rest of the field, and the green flag is out. I was saying that there could be history made by Wyatt Johnston. He could become the first driver in the NNSCRA to be a 3-time winner. He's taken 2 wins so far here in the Mobil 1 Cup Series, and he could pick up a 3rd one here today at New Hampshire, and also pick up some valuable points, and also clinch himself a spot in the chase for the Mobil 1 Championship. Martin Zakala, though, very, very testy there on the back bumper, and I think the caution's waving again. Yes, the caution is out once again. This time, it's for Andrew Gonzalez, Noah Cars, and Christian Janes. 7th in the standings, Christian Janes. Vincent Marsh also involved. Anthony Nodder. Adam Rose has gotten a piece of it as well. Arnold Columbia, who came in 12th in the standings. He's caught up in it. There's Adam Rose. Gonzalez. Cars. And Christian Janes. This will be very interesting to see what happens to Christian Janes. Janes comes into this race 7th in the standings. If he slips outside of the top 12, he won't make the chase, I don't think. Mr. Consistency finding some problems here, and Vincent Marsh also has some pretty bad damage to his race car. Anthony Nodder also caught up. Another pretty big wreck, causing the caution to come out for the second time today. Let's see what happened. Whole thing starts here off of turn 2. Angel D'Souza, Patrick Scroggins, they're slow, and there you go. Andrew Gonzalez could not slow down, and he had Christian Janes right into the back of him. And here comes Gonzalez. D'Souza goes off the nose of Patrick Scroggins. And Andrew Gonzalez, wow, you know what? He actually did a pretty good job getting through that. But the wreck, I think, occurred further up here. Maybe Christian Janes comes back up the racetrack or something? I don't know. There, oh, wow! Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Christian Janes does indeed come up the racetrack, makes contact there with Arnold Columbia, and watch this. Oh my goodness. That is hard impact for both Columbia and Christian Janes. And now further back here around Vincent Marsh, apparently he runs into some problems here. Here they come. Anthony Nodder, Vincent Marsh. Oh, look at Andrew Gonzalez. He just clipped the 49 car of Noah Cars back there. Marsh, Nodder, they had nowhere to go. Oh, man. Oh, and look at Christian Janes. Goes into a slide, nails the 17 car. Let's go on board with Noah Cars. Okay, so the spins happened in front of him. He thinks he's clear, he thinks he's clear, he thinks he's clear, and then just all of a sudden, here comes Andrew Gonzalez. Nope, you're not clear. Oh my goodness. If he had been just a split second sooner there, he would have made it by that wreck. Well, the only two cars that have gone back to the garage area are Noah Cars and Arnold Columbia. Columbia came in 12th in the standings. Cars came in 14th in the standings. Undoubtedly, they will not make the chase, which is very unfortunate for them. It's a tough break. They were so close to being able to maybe squeeze their way in to the 9th or 10th positions, but not going to happen here today at New Hampshire. Here's the way they line up for the restart. We still have the lap cars of Patrick Scroggins and Angel D'Souza down low. Then Wyatt Johnston is the leader. Then it's Martin Zakala in second. Timmy Pacioli third. Fourth is Philip Stiller now. Sean Galligan still running consistently. Fifth in the standings. He's fifth on the racetrack. Kenny McCreary, he's trying to keep himself in the top 10 in the standings. He's 10th right now in that very crucial 10th position. Then you got Anthony McCreary in 7th. 8th is Nick Eggleston. 9th position is Matthew Rodriguez. He's 6th in the standings, and Alex Band's trying to race his way into the chase. He's 10th right here on the racetrack, 13th in the standings. Back up to the front. Green flag is back out. And Wyatt Johnston got a great restart that time. Pulled away from Martin Zakala by maybe 4 or 5 car lengths. Zakala unable to dispose of the lap car of Patrick Scroggins. Oh, a big wreck in the back there! Oh, Pacioli, I think, was involved in that. I can't tell for certain. Pace car is out. Who was involved in this wreck? Looks like maybe Andrew Gonzalez got a piece of it. But I'm pretty sure that Pacioli was involved. There's Chad Skinner. No. Matt Berg. Joseph Bryant. I thought I saw Pacioli. Yeah, Pacioli's got some damage. He does have some damage right there. Wow. Tough break for Pacioli. And, oh, there's a bigger wreck! Oh, Evan Nugent is involved. Doug Shears gets around on the inside. Robert Band is sideways. Noel Stiller, Adam Rose, they're all held up back there. I think Alyssa Quackenbush has got some damage now. I'm trying to see if I can find the 13 car. There's a 13. Yeah, right there. You can see it on the hood. Back there. There's damage. Oh, Chad Skinner right there. He's 5th in the standings, I think. Make it 4th. He's 4th in the standings. Heavy front-end damage right there to the 41 car. Oh my goodness. I know I saw that car spin out too as well, Evan Nugent. I don't see much damage to his Domino's race car. We'll see. Oh, there's Timmy Pacioli back there. He's got damage to his AT&T Chevrolet. And let's see what brought out the caution for the 3rd time today. Well, Pacioli kind of was on the short end of the stick on this one. He's caught up on the high side of all these lap cars of Angel D'Souza and Patrick Scroggins. Kind of gets boxed in here. You see, there's nowhere for him to go. And, yeah, D'Souza comes up in front of him. The lap car of Angel D'Souza comes up in front of Timmy Pacioli. And there's just nothing Pacioli could do. Scroggins and D'Souza caught up in yet another wreck. Look at Matthew Rodriguez come in. Wow, that was close for him. Alex Band tries to stay in it. He makes the move to the inside there. And for the most part, it looks like it was just a 2-3 car incident. Scroggins and Pacioli. But then there was something else that happened with, I believe it was this race car right here, Evan Nugent. I think he gets turned sideways when they came down for the caution flag. Let's see what happened there. Well, this was underneath the caution flag. I'm not certain why these people were racing so hard for position, but it's James Bald who does the turning of the Domino's Pizza Toyota. Evan Nugent, just a tough break for him. He's filling in the rest of the season in that 0-0 for Matt Smith. He comes up, makes some contact there with Adam Chambers, and I guess he just hits the wall or something here. Yeah, he hits the wall, but nobody hits him, I don't think. Further back here, though, Robert Band got turned off the nose of Cody Hoffman. Look at Doug Shears. Keep his chase hopes alive as he gets down to the inside there. And here you're going to see them pile up further back there. Chad Skinner gets into the back of Alyssa Quackenbush. Quackenbush into the back of Bryant. And that's where the whole log jam happened. Everybody trying to get by the sideways race car of Robert Band. And a few drivers coming away with some damage after that incident as well, even though we were under the yellow. Okay, so we'll get set to go back under the green flag on lap 17 of 30. Here are the cars that have gone back to the garage area. Doesn't look like any of them have gone back to the garage area since Noah Cars and Arnold Columbia. So apparently Chad Skinner, Alyssa Quackenbush, yeah, they've been able to get repairs done and return to the racetrack. Skinner, 4th in the standings. He's without a hood. He's going to try and pick up spots to maybe stay in the chase for the Mobile Cup. Meanwhile, green flag is back out. Wyatt Johnston with yet another great restart over Martin Zakala. Zakala just does not seem to be able to get his restarts timed perfect enough to catch up to Wyatt Johnston. Not certain exactly what's with that. Oh, they're a little bunched up. Oh, no, they're wrecking again. Turn 2 seems to be a bad place for all race cars on this race course because, oh, look at this, a whole log jam. Steve Marsh, Christian James is involved, Matt Berg, Adam Rose, Barry Zuckerkorn, Brittany Poe, Pat Gioli, Andrew Gonzalez, heavy front end damage. A lot of these race cars, they can hardly see out of there. Oh, Pat Gioli just nailed Brittany Poe. Chad Skinner made his way through all that. Noel Stiller is involved, Jake Cole is involved, Lisa Shears, Vincent Marsh, Kenny McCurry. McCurry 10th in the standings. Noel Stiller 9th in the standings. Shears 11th in the standings. Steve Marsh, our points leader, coming into this race. Christian James, 7th in the standings. Man, could we have a point shakeup on our hands here today. Evan Nugent, there he is. Heavy front-end damage to the Domino's Pizza Toyota. Joseph Bryant, he's got rear-end damage. Chambers, side damage. Logan Wilson, front-end damage to his race car. Philip Stiller, he was up in the top 5. He's got damage. Philip Stiller in the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet is involved. Oh my goodness. I think Daniel Schwab's got some rear end damage. He does indeed. Oh my gosh. Sean Galligan. Galligan's got some damage. Galligan has got some damage. 5th in the standings. A huge wreck involving, I would say, maybe half the field has brought out the caution, and it's going to be a big one here as far as point standings. From what I was able to see, 9th, 10th, 11th in the standings. Those drivers, they were hit in this wreck. Noel Stiller, Kenny McCurry, and Lisa Shears. Also, Sean Galligan was involved. 5th in the standings. Christian James, 7th in the standings, was involved. Also, the 20 car, our points leader, Steve Marsh, was involved in this wreck. Let's take a look and see what caused this horrific event to happen here midway through the race here at Loudon. Well, the place I definitely want to look at is Philip Stiller. He was the furthest running up that got involved. There he is. He makes some contact with Sean Galligan and Angel DeSouza. The car kind of goes into a slide. He hits the wall. But then, does he come back down in front of Galligan? Yeah, he makes some contact with Galligan. Galligan down into Kenny McCurry. Look at Anthony McCurry make his way underneath. Alex Band, too. That's where Galligan got his damage. Oh, Kenny McCurry and his teammate Philip Stiller up into the wall. Chambers gets turned by someone back there. Not certain who. And then just watch Logan Wilson into the back of Evan Nugent. Nugent into the back of McCurry. It's just a log jam. Oh, look at Brittany Poe over there. Airborne, upside down. Christian J, Steve Marsh. Look at them all. They just pile right in. Barry Zuckerkorn, Chad Skinner, Matt Berg is on his side. Oh my word. Look at Steve Marsh, our points leader, over on his roof. Flipping on his roof and yet lands on all 4 wheels. But look at this. Lots of race cars involved. Lots of damaged race cars leaving the scene of the accident. It's like a parking lot. But wow, we're going to have to definitely see what it looks like as far as points-wise when we get to the restart. Alright, the casualty list just continues to pile up. Here who is out of the race as a result of this wreck. Barry Zuckerkorn has retired. So too has Tibby Pacioli. Christian James, 7th in the standings. He's out. Brittany Poe has retired. So has Paola Gonzalez. Matt Berg. Also Vincent Marsh. Our points leader, Steve Marsh. He's out. Adam Rose. Lisa Shears, 11th in the standings, will not get into the chase. And Alyssa Quackenbush has also retired from this race. Look at, we got some new players in the top 5. Wyatt Johnston, Martin Zakala there. But then you got the cars of Nick Eggleston, Matthew Rodriguez, and John Worry. They're all there in the top 5. Whoa! A little bit of contact back there between Matthew Rodriguez and Nick Eggleston. Look at Eggleston! Charging down to the inside, 3 wide into turn 3. Looks like he's going to try and take over that second position, and he'll do so. Wyatt Johnston, though, still out in front. He could go to victory lane for the third time in his Mobil 1 Cup Series career, thus setting a new Mobil 1 Cup Series and NNSCRA record. Took a win in the second race at Phoenix, and then he also took a win at Texas. And now he's out in front here at Loudon. Meanwhile, back in second, how about this? Nick Eggleston, a great run for that race car. He had the pole at the season opener at Daytona, and now he's running very well here in that 4 car. There's Martin Zakala. He's back there in the 3rd position. Remember, he won at Las Vegas. A win here today could get him into the chase. Meanwhile, behind him, you got Matthew Rodriguez there battling for 4th with John Worry. Matthew Rodriguez comes into this race 6th in the standings. A good consistent finish could keep him in chase contention. And then we got John Worry to his inside. John Worry trying to really find a groove with that 12 car. He's running currently in the 4th position as he got Matthew Rodriguez at the line. There's Alex Ban. Alex Ban is 13th in the standings with the troubles that most of the drivers in the top 15 and some of the drivers down at the bottom of the top 10 have had. He could race his way into this event, into the chase for the Mobil 1 Cup Series with a good finish here today. Right behind him is James Bald. Remember, he comes in tied for 2nd with Wyatt Johnston. He's probably not going to tie him here today, but he's running very consistently in the 7th position. How about Robert Ban? Penske showing off some muscle here today. His teammate running up in 4th. Robert Ban running in the 5th or 8th position rather. Anthony McCurry, who I'm pretty sure is going to get into the chase with his 2 wins at Infineon and Dover. He's running very consistently in the 9th spot. And then you got Doug Shears. He's running in 10th. Shears is 8th in the standings. He's got a good chance of making the chase this year as well. Let's look a little bit further back. There's Mark George. He's there in the 11th position. The damage to Sean Galligan not affecting his car, apparently. You still can see the buckle up by the OT on Depot. He's got pretty bad damage to that race car, but he's still running very well there in that 12th position. This will keep him in chase contention. Good run so far for Alex Filter. He's running in the 13th position. And then you got Daniel Schwab and Cody Hoffman. They're rounding out the top 15. Back up to the front where it is still Wyatt Johnston. Doesn't seem like Nick Eggleston's been able to really close in the gap that much. He's about maybe 3 car lengths off the back bumper of the 11 car. And I'm pretty certain with what I was seeing here that, we have pretty much a lot of Chevys up front, with the exception of this guy, John Worry. He's broken up the Chevy parade. He's right there in the 4th position. Then you got to go back to the 7th position before you find another anti-Chevy. That's the Ford of James Bald. But you got to wonder, James Bald and Wyatt Johnston, they came in tied for 2nd. I believe they were 34 points behind Steve Marsh. What are the point standings going to look like now with the fact that Steve Marsh has retired from this race? If Wyatt Johnston could win, he could definitely close in the gap there. Although really the gap's not going to matter, because once you get to the chase field is all set, and you have a different point system. So just the fact that you make the chase is good enough for Wyatt Johnston, I guess, but he wants to also go to victory lane. As the white flag was just displayed for Wyatt Johnston. 30 of 30 laps will be complete when he comes off turn 3. Nick Eggleston unable to close in. Wyatt Johnston is going to make history. You're watching history in the making, folks, as Wyatt Johnston pulls off turn 4 for the final time. In the NNSCRA, the first driver ever to win 3 races in a single season, it's Wyatt Johnston with the win. Nick Eggleston 2nd, Martin Zakala 3rd, John Worry in 4th, and Matthew Rodriguez in 5th. What a finish. What a race, and this is a big point shakeup. Amp 88 Godale going to have his hands full trying to figure out who's going to be in the chase, who's not going to be in the chase as far as the points go. And we'll take a look at the finishing order right now as Wyatt Johnston takes the win here today at Dover. Well, congratulations to Wyatt Johnston. Here's a look at the finishing order. You can take a look and see where you finished, but now we're going to have it go pitch black. We're going to show you who has made the chase for the Mobil 1 Cup Series Championship. Here they are, the 12 drivers who have made the chase. And now, it's time to find out who the 12 drivers are who will duke it out for 5 races to become Season 1 champion of the NNSCRA Mobil 1 Cup Series. With his win here today, he establishes himself a spot here in the chase, and becomes the points leader to end off the regular season. By a mere 2 points, he has the points lead. He is the driver of the number 11 FedEx Chevrolet for Joe Gibbs Racing, Wyatt Johnston. Although he ended up having a tough race at Loudon, he still managed to have enough points to finish second in the regular season standings, 2 points behind his teammate for Joe Gibbs Racing, driver of the number 20 Home Depot Chevrolet, Steve Marsh. The first Ford, who will finish third in the regular season standings, a mere 6 points out of the lead. He is the driver for Robert Yates Racing, number 38 M&M's Ford Fusion, James Bald. Finishing fourth in the regular season standings, he is the driver of the number 99 Office Depot Ford Fusion for Roush Fenway Racing, Sean Galligan. After having some pretty hard luck at Loudon, he still managed to finish fifth in the regular season standings. He is the first Dodge for Chip Ganassi Racing, the number 41 Target Dodge of Chad Skinner. Hendrick Motorsports will be represented in the chase. The number 25 National Guard GMAC Chevrolet of Matthew Rodriguez is sixth, finishing in the regular standings. Finishing seventh in the regular standings, he is another driver for Robert Yates Racing. 2 Robert Yates Racing rides in the chase. He's the driver of the number 88 Snickers Ford Fusion, Dougie Shears. A bit of a surprise in the chase. He is one that was able to race his way into the chase with this race here at Loudon. He is the driver of the number 04 Hefty Chevrolet, Alex Bann. Despite hitting some hard luck here at Loudon, Hendrick Motorsports driver of the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet was able to maintain a 9th place finish in the regular standings, Noel Stiller. And getting into the 10th spot by a mere 1 point over 11th in the standings finisher, he is the driver of the number 66 Best Buy Chevrolet for Haas Racing, Mr. Consistency, Christian James. And finally, to find out who's going to take spots 11 and 12, with 2 wins in the regular season, one coming at Infineon, the other coming at Dover, he is driver of the number 36 360 OTC Toyota, Anthony McCrory. And taking over spot number 12, he picked up 1 win in the Daytona race, the season opener for the Mobil 1 Cup Series, and is 11th in the standings. He clinches the number 12 spot, the final spot, brother to Anthony McCrory, Kenny McCrory. So as you can see here, we got 2 teammates from Joe Gibbs Racing, 2 teammates from Robert Yates Racing. We have 2 teammates from Hendrick Motorsports, and then we've got some drivers that are going to be on their own, such as Galligan, Skinner, Shears, and Van. But we also have the McCrory brothers from 2 different teams, but they are still in this as well. So these are the 12 drivers who are going to fight it out when we head to the next race at Joplin, Missouri, the first race of the chase. These 12 drivers are the ones we'll be watching the most because they're duking it out for a championship. Hope you'll tune in. Hope you'll tune in also as we will set the chase field for the Snickers Cup Series. I'm Seth Cole signing off. See you guys next time. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, now merged with the NCG MRS.